a comic book company, which I think is funny. In fact, they're a comic book company that I always thought was lame because I grew up reading only Image comics.
Oh, because you were so cool.
Yeah, because I was really, really
He did say
cool.
it like that.
Yeah, you know, Spawn, Wildcats, the cool comics.
So the big thing in this story is that this book contains, for the first time ever, Nintendo's official confirmation that there is a Zelda timeline.
It's no longer just on a napkin in Miyamoto's house.
Yeah,
Right.
And what's totally insane about this is that the timeline has 3 separate dimensions that break off. There's like what ifs that like, so basically the oldest game in the timeline, the first game, is Skyward Sword, and the last game of the timeline is Zelda 2 for NES, and everything else in between.
Is that the last one? Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Right? It's totally
the most
insane.
important one.
So it has branching paths. So one of them's like the Wind Waker universe, and the other one's just Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
or
everybody
something.
became Toon Links if Link, I think, went back in time and met the princess at the end of Ocarina of Time instead of staying in the future.
To me, it's all just total bull.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? People out there might be saying old if you haven't heard this information before.
Of course, yeah.
Because this came out in Japan, and a lot of people fan translated it, and obviously information like this got around.
Yeah.
But this, if somebody else is like making an official localization and translating again, like it could be different this time around. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I think it's still gonna read as massive lies. And
I think they're just gonna take it out. I think they're gonna take out the
Really?
timeline.
You think so?
They could.
I mean, that would just screw with people's theories even more. So I mean,
The cool thing is that they said they're actually
not
going
going
to
to
go in and translate all the little like notes on the different.
well,
Here's
let's
a
put it
direct
this
quote.
way. Do you really need a timeline? Do you
I
need
know.
a
I was
timeline?
just about to say
Can
that.
you
Like,
just play the games every few years and
Well, it
enjoy
makes me
them?
excited to
appreciate
see
it.
the termination of one timeline. Like, I
Yeah.
want to see a game in this timeline now instead of this,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. Like, if I want to see a sequel to like Zelda 2 now, I mean, I think that's cool. That wouldn't even have occurred to me before.
yeah.
It's more just something to keep in mind when you play the game, nothing that's really gonna affect your
Well, and
enjoyment
also fan
of it.
fiction, right? I think all of our fan fiction will be improved.
Yeah.
Oh, I know mine has already improved.
It's like, I mean, it's not like Final Fantasy, but the point is you don't really need like a specific timeline. It's just the games have a certain style and like it's a
Like
franchise.
Final Fantasy. If we got a Final Fantasy timeline, that would
my
be
God.
so cool.
It wouldn't make any sense whatsoever.
We should make that. All right.
But my
doing
point
it.
is like you don't really need it, I don't think, but it's cool to have, especially for the.
How
super
about
fans,
every
so.
few years a hero wakes up and he finds
want
his
it.
green shirt and then he goes and fights monsters?
That's pretty much what
And that's
Miyamoto
it.
has said it is.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
it. So why do we need like the events of this happened or this was alternate dimension Link? Just play the games.
It adds a little more as you go back and play it, maybe.
Well, you can own this book for $34.99 on January 16th. It's gonna miss Christmas.
and
Come on, people.
Zelda's anniversary also.
And Zelda's anniversary.
I wonder why they did that.
That was last year.
Holy
248 pages though. It's pretty amazing. And then they released the cover, and it's super pretty. I'm very excited for this. It's hard for me to justify a $35 Zelda book, honestly. But
But you're buying it.
Probably.
Yeah, let's face it.
I spent $35 on way more stupid things.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. We also have some sad news. There's been many 3DS delays, right? There's a lot of really cool games that were coming out this fall, even up to E3.